What's going on, guys? Today I have a quick and easy mod, and it's actually relatively cheap. So this is mainly a mod that you're going to want to do if you're supercharged, but if you're not supercharged, you can also do this mod just for a purely visual appearance, and I'll show you why in just a second. Alright, so check it out. We've got a really short oil fill neck. This is actually a OEM Toyota part off of a Tundra, but we do need to cut this baffle off, so we're going to cut all the way around so that way it's nice and open. And that is because we're putting it on a Tacoma, and the Tacoma one does not have that baffle at the bottom. But as you can see here, it is way shorter, and that just gives us more clearance between the supercharger and the oil fill to actually get a funnel in there without having to be so tight. So that's mainly what the mod is about. And I figured while we're in there, let's go ahead and put a nice billet oil cap on. This thing looks sharp. It's got the nice OEM logo. There's a bunch of different styles as far as colors go. I'll link that in the description below as well. But I figured it'd be a nice upgrade over this stock piece right here. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing cut. And then I can't forget about that. That is the replacement gasket, which goes down here. And you can see that little tang sticking out here. So if you ever have oil coming out of here, you can just get this replacement gasket and call it a day. But anyways, let's go ahead and get these things installed. Alright, now these two nuts are normally going to be 10mm, but I put ARP 12 points, so I had to use a 12-point socket. But I'm just going to go ahead and take them off slow. And then I have to lift up that bracket that is holding this solenoid right here. There we go. There's one. I'll lift this slowly. Move it to the side, and then this should come right off. There we go. Now it's a little dirty, so I'm going to go ahead and clean it, but as you can see, we modified this one to remove the baffle, and we're just going to put a new gasket in here to prevent any leaks in the future. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the new gasket pushed in. It's just a nice little press fit. Make sure it's even, and we'll install it in place of the Tacoma oil fill neck. Okay. And these don't take much torque at all. Just kind of do it by feel. Last thing we need to do is get the oil fill cap on. Now you can see that the coin is not installed. The coin is separate, so that way you can put it on your truck, tighten it down to the way it's going to be, and then you can peel off this tape and stick it on so it's level on your truck, because every oil fill neck and every oil fill cap are going to be different, so that way it's nice and level on yours and we don't have a bunch of crooked oil fill caps. There we go. That thing is looking nice. And if we get a closer look, you can see just how much more room we have between the oil fill and the supercharger. So that's going to make future oil changes much easier. Alright guys, that's going to be a wrap on this video. It was nice and quick and easy. I'll link everything I use in the description below, and I'll catch you on the next one.